PhilHealth President and Chief Executive Officer na si Mr. Emmanuel Ledesma at ang Vice President for ang Vice President na si Ray Balenya para ipaliwanag ang magagandang balita at mga pagbabago sa PhilHealth. Magandang umaga, Mr. Ledesma and Mr. Balenya. Welcome dito sa Larry Gadon Live. Pwede ba natin pag-usapan kung ano ang kaibahan ng PhilHealth ngayon kaysa noon, sapagkat alam naman ng marami na ang PhilHealth ay nagbibigay ng mga benepisyo sa healthcare sa ating mga kababayan. Pero ano ang malaking kaibahan ngayon tungkol dito sa, kasi nagkaroon ng coverage ang universal healthcare, ano? Ano ang mga pagbabago ngayon dito?
Magandang umaga po, Sec. Larry.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng viewers. Before anything, Sec. Larry, I want to thank you for allowing us at PhilHealth to be able to, every time we have an opportunity, Sec, to share our programs and policies. It's a very big thing for PhilHealth. No? Let me start, Sec. Larry, by saying I've been appointed as PhilHealth President I've been in the position now for around 18 months po. No? And before I joined, alam mo, Sec. Larry, it was very clear, no, the importance of health to both PBBM and our beloved First Lady. No? Talagang malapit sa puso nila yung health. So when I joined, Sec. Larry, ang inisip ko talagang pinag-aralan ko muna yung PhilHealth, and then I focused on 4 main issues, no, which I felt PhilHealth needed to improve on. Yung 4 key issues, Larry, is the first is yung payments of claims to hospitals, payment of benefit claims to hospitals. Yung pangalawa po, yung increase ng benefit packages ng PhilHealth po. Kasi it's been 12 years prior to my joining that these case packages have been enhanced. The third po is, again, in line with the trust of our beloved President, full digitalization and computerization of PhilHealth. And lastly po, dahil napakalaki na GOCC ang PhilHealth, kulang po kami sa tao across the board. Kulang kami ng mga abogado, kulang kami ng mga actuary, mga finance, mga HR. So, I worked on a major reorganization. Lahat po kami sa PhilHealth. So currently, in line with that last point, Sec. Larry, meron kaming pending reorg sa GCG, no, which will increase our complementary employees from roughly 7,000 at present to more than 10,000. At that point, Sec. Larry, mas masisilbi po namin ang mga taong bayan. Lastly, Sec. Larry, I just want to inform our viewers, no, kasi a lot of people don't even know this yet, no. Everybody po, all 115 million Filipinos, from the day you are born till the day you die, can avail po of the benefits of PhilHealth. So I'm asking all of our kababayans, no, let's use this. Let's all be healthy. And nandito po yung PhilHealth para sa taong bayan. Maraming salamat.
Linawin ko lang, ano, yung sinabi mo kasi na lahat ng 115 million Filipinos ay automatic members na. Ito ba ang kahulugan ng universal healthcare, universal coverage? At dati kasi, ang nakakapag-avail lamang ng PhilHealth benefits ay yung mga miyembro lamang. Diba? Yung mga miyembro na under the formal employment sector, na kung sila ay miyembro, sila ay makakatanggap ng benepisyo, at yung hindi miyembro ay hindi sila makakatanggap. Pero ngayon, automatic, wala ka nang kailangang 80% ng mga ID o mga papapeles upang ikaw ay makover ng PhilHealth benefits. Ito ba ay ganito ang pangyayari ngayon?
Very good point, Sec. Larry.
And this is the first time na mangyari ito sa PhilHealth under the administration of President Bongbong Marcos.
Very good, Sec. Larry. First of all, yes, everyone is a member. Like I said, our database is 115 million. Everyone from the day you're born to the day you die can avail of the benefits. Secondly, all you have to do po is register. No? Kailangan po lang mag-register yung anybody, no, including all those OFWs, all those here and abroad. Kailangan lang po mag-register. Madaling-madali. In fact, we are making it easier now with our full digitalization program. So, baka sa telepono lang or sa ano lang. Yeah. Everything now kasi electronically. Again, thank you to, kasi yung main trust ng presidente natin talaga is full digitalization. Yeah. So we are going to make things very easy. No? Now lastly, Sec. Larry, ang sinabi nyo, maganda rin, sa universal healthcare law kasi, ang talagang pinaka-crux, pinaka-issue doon is, dapat, regardless of your social status, mayaman ka, mahirap, everybody has to have equal benefits and everybody has to have full medical treatment. So talagang hina-highlight yan ni President Marcos. So kami po sa PhilHealth, we are ensuring and assuring and making sure po to all the Filipino people that we are there. We are there to really serve the health sector. And lastly, Sec. Larry, sinabi rin ni PBBM, ang ganda yun, during the campaign, sabi niya, we cannot expect the indigents, the poor people, to be able to come to the hospitals or to be able to travel to the health centers. We have to bring the medical health, the medical facilities to the people. Kaya talagang we are really working 24/7 at PhilHealth to do all of this. Talagang serbisyo po talaga sa mga tao. And we are very aggressive, especially sa benefit packages. Like I said earlier, Sec Larry, 12 years po yan hindi nagagalaw. With inflation, with everything, hindi po na-increase yan. Now, when PBBM took office, that was one of our priorities. And we have done it starting last year. And then this year po, just to give you an idea, again, first time po nangyari to, 30% po almost across the board of all the case packages. Napakarami po yan, no? So we have done that last February 14 na implement yan po, no? And then hindi pa po na nararamdaman pa ng lahat ng tao. We're already considering doing another 30% across the board.
Wow.
Talaga review na ng HFPS
Yung
group ng
magiging
PhilHealth.
60%
Yung magiging
kung
60.
sakali.
Yes po. So, and it doesn't mean we'll still stop there. Talagang all-out aggressive kami. Again, we are just taking guidance from our beloved President. Sabi niya, yung health po ng taong bayan, napaka-importante. So, talagang all-out kami, Sec Larry. All-out kami.
Maraming salamat sa inyong paglilingkod dyan sa PhilHealth. Mr. Vice President Ray Valenia, nung nabanggit ni Mr. Ledesma na nag-increase pa ang benefits,
Yes, sir.
Ito ba ay nagkaroon din ng karagdagang premium ang mga members? Sila ba ay may karagdagang bayad para ma-increase natin ang benefits na binibigay ng PhilHealth?
Well, Sec Larry, nagsimula po na mag-enhance po tayo ng mga benepisyo last year, 2023, kung saan ay nasuspend po yung pag-increase ng ating
oo.
contribution rate.
Dapat
Kasi po yan-
nasuspend ni Presidente yan.
Opo. At tayo naman ay tumalima talaga at ipinagtupad po natin yung nasabi kong suspension. Dapat po kasi, Sec Larry, from 4% noong 2022, magiging 4.5% ng 2023. Pero, noong 2023 po, bagamat sinuspindi po yung contribution increase. Pero ang naging decision po ng PhilHealth Board at ng PhilHealth Management, tuloy po tayo sa pagpapatupad ng mga benefits enhancements. Kaya nung 2023, Sec Larry, doon nagsimula yung aming coverage ng dialysis package. Magmula 90 sessions, naging 156 sessions.
Napakalaking bagay yan.
Ibig
Doon sa may
sabihin-
mga karamdaman sa nakailangan ng
May mga chronic
dialysis.
kidney disease stage 5 patients po, Sec Larry, na talagang on dialysis. Yung kanilang pangangailangan na for 1 year na dialysis ay covered na po ng PhilHealth.
Napakaganda ng accomplishments ng PhilHealth ngayon sa pamamahala na ninyo. At dahil na kamangha-mangha na kahit hindi nagdagdag ng premium payments, ay ina-increase pa ninyo ang benepisyo. At hindi lamang yon, naging 100% coverage pa ang ating mga kababayan.
Sec Larry,
Kaya nga sinasabi ko na ang PhilHealth taga, hindi naman kinakailangan doktor agad ang mamahala, kundi yung mga talagang mga batikan na mga executives na kagaya ninyo. Napakaganda ng inyong mga ginawang pagbabago sa PhilHealth.
thank you, Sec Larry. If I can also add, Sec Larry, alam mo, last year po, the top 3 case packages was increased, no?
Oo.
Yung ischemic stroke, hemorrhagic stroke, no? That was increased and that was announced po by our beloved President in his State of the Nation address last year. On top of that po, in-announce rin po namin yung increase of hemodialysis sessions, which was mentioned by Sir Ray earlier, from 90 to 144 to 156.
Oo.
Yung pagka-compute po ng 156 kasi, that's a maximum of 3 sessions a day. Kasi yung mahirap, lalo na yung mahirap po, hindi sila maka-afford ng 3 sessions a week. Pero it was computed with 3 sessions a week times the maximum of 52 weeks in a year. Okay? And ang pinakamaganda dyan, Sec Larry, all of these were done last year while the premium contribution was frozen by our beloved President.
Yes,
So lahat ito,
napakaganda.
at saka yung increases niya, mga 100-200% po. Very, very huge increases, no? Now, all of this was done and the premium contribution was suspended.
Oo,
Okay, so
napakagandang
talagang
accomplishment yan.
napakaganda. And lastly, Sec Larry, nung in-announce to ng beloved President natin sa SONA last year, it received the loudest applause. Especially from the
Yes.
congressman.
Nandun ako.
And up to today, Sec, ang dami nagte-text na napakalaking tulong sa kanila yung increase to 156 hemodialysis session. Just wanted to add that po.
Oo. Ngayon, nabanggit nyo kanina na meron pa kayong plano across the board ng another 30% na increase sa
Yes po.
benepisyo.
Yes po.
At I'm just wondering na without increasing the premium, paano ninyo magagawa yung meron ba ibang plano ang PhilHealth na magkaroon ng ibang income generating activities para masuportahan itong mga increase na nasa plano ninyo?
Very good question, Sec Larry. Alam mo, historically kasi, PhilHealth, for all its accomplishments, one of the things kasi that I felt that it wasn't very aggressive in doing was increasing the benefit packages. So through the years, may pera na rin na, the funding of PhilHealth has also piled up. So meron po kaming pondo. Now, in line with that, because we are very aggressive, sabi niyo nga, budget 30%, ngayon may isang 30%.
May another 30%.
And then to add to that pa, yung breast cancer po, yung
Oo.
dating package ng breast cancer, 100,000, we increased it to 1.4 million.
Oo,
So,
napakalaking,
14 times. Okay,
napakagandang
so
accomplishment
now,
ng PhilHealth yan.
in line to your very good question, Sec, sabi ko, ang ganda ng mga plano nyo, aggressive nyo, baka naman mawalan ng perang PhilHealth. First of all, I don't think so, because we currently have funds. Secondly, grabe po yung support ng beloved President Marcos natin.
Oo.
So, him and then the government in general, DBM, DOF, are all very supportive kasi healthcare to ng taong bayan eh.
Oo.
So, I'm not so concerned eh. Kasi feeling ko for now, the funding is there. And if ever we fall short, I'm sure the President and the First Lady will find a way to assist PhilHealth. Diba? So like currently po, yung PCSO, yung PAGCOR, yung mga syntaxis, lahat yan tumutulong sa PhilHealth. So we have a lot of help kasi it's very clear, napaka-importante sa taong bayan.
Wala ba kayong plano doon sa mga self-generating income na pwede magawa ng PhilHealth na you're not totally dependent on the funds coming from PAGCOR or from PCSO or from other sources?
Well, we have assets, Secretary, but it's very clear kasi in the law. All of the funds that are with PhilHealth have to be used for two purposes only. One is to increase the benefit packages, which we are doing, and second, to decrease the premium contributions. Diba?
Okay.
So, well, na-froze din yan last year, and this year is already the last increase. So talagang it will not, we're trying our best so that hindi medyo maapektuhan yung mga taong bayan. Diba? Aside from that, the funds naman of PhilHealth are very strictly used. Hindi lang pwede namin yung kahit ano, diba? We're not allowed to build health centers, we're not allowed to, it's really payment of claims to the people.
Okay.
Talagang for health use lang talaga po. Very strict po yun. Diba? So talagang the people can be assured that their contribution and the money of PhilHealth is well taken care of and is used properly.
Yes, napakaganda. Yan ang kainaman ng kapag ka ang mga pinuno na nagpapatakbo sa PhilHealth ay hindi lamang mga doktor, no? Kundi yung talagang mga sanay at well-experienced na mga executives. At dito naman sa may katanungan ako kay VP Ray Balenya at ito ay merong naiplano na itayo na cancer center na ang layunin nito ay bigyan ng libreng serbisyo ang mga cancer patients dahil ito ay talagang catastrophic yan. Mauubos talaga ang kabuhayan mo yan kung hindi ka asistihan ng gobyerno. Meron na bang linaw itong cancer center na ito na actually ay ninanais ng ating Speaker Martin Romualdez na maipatayo? Meron bang kaugnayan ito sa PhilHealth?
Ay, meron po. Napakalaki, Sec. Larry. In fact, nung in-inaugurate po yung ating Philippine Cancer Center, ang PhilHealth po ay naroon at sa pangunguna po ng ating President and CEO, si Sir Mandy Ledesma, kasama po ni Speaker Romualdez at iba pang mga key players sa ating laban sa cancer, ay talagang nandun po para suportahan po yung ating cancer center. At sa bahagi po ng PhilHealth, nabanggit na ni Sir Mandy kanina, Sir, sa breast cancer pa lamang po, this year, nag-14 times na nagtaas po.
Nag-increase ang benepisyo?
Yes, sir. From 100,000, naging up to 1.4 million.
Laking ano yun.
At ang kagandahan po nito, Sec. Larry, ay open na po ito sa lahat po ng mga kababayan natin, regardless of the stage of the cancer they are in. So kahit inabot na po sila, nakasalukuyan na nagpapagamot, makakahabol po sila, subject to certain criteria lamang. So ito po yung kagandahan po nito, Sec. Larry. And,
binibigyan talaga ng ano yan ng atensyon at ng focus ng ating presidente sapagkat ang healthcare services, yung access to quality healthcare ay isa sa mga pamamaraan upang maibsan ang poverty o ang kahirapan ng ating mga kababayan.
Yes. Sec. Larry, magdagdagan lang, sir, with your permission po. Hindi lang breast cancer po ang nakalinya for this year. Sir Mandy, meron pang 2 Z benefit packages ng PhilHealth na nakatakda pong i-enhance po this year. Yung ating prostate cancer package, sir, sa mga kalalakihan. And again, yung cervical cancer para sa mga kababaihan. Maidagdag ko lang po, Sir Mandy.
Secretary, thank you for that.
Ibig sabihin may mga nadagdag na benepisyo at may mga nadagdag na mga sakit o karamdaman na dati ay wala. At ngayon ay lumaki pa ang kanilang coverage o benepisyo.
Secretary, if I may add also a few things. The first is, it's not only President and First Lady, si Speaker Martin Romualdez, especially in the last few months, has been very, very active and supportive to PhilHealth. In fact, nung in-announce namin yung increase in breast cancer from 100,000 to 1.4 million, he was the one who was kind enough to suggest to us, pwede ba isama nyo na rin yung mammogram at yung ultrasound? And true enough, kasi na-overlook po namin yan. So immediately, we included it after a few days, kasi ang ganda ng suggestion niya. First, secondly, Secretary, I hope you don't mind, with your permission, I will use this opportunity to generate. One of the biggest issues kasi on PhilHealth when I joined is umaangal po yung mga hospital, yung mga doktor. Bakit niya ba kami hindi binabayaran ng mga claims namin? Secondly, bakit kung nagbabayad yun, napakatagal? Ano ba problema ninyo? Dami niya namang pera. So, what I did from day one,
naranasan ko yan dahil hindi nyo na itatanong. Ako ay naging administrador ng isang hospital dito sa Manila.
There you go. Okay.
At maging director din ako ng UST Hospital noong araw. Kaya naranasan ko rin yung naging problema sa PhilHealth.
Not only that, Secretary, lalo na yung mga public hospitals na maliliit. Kasi they rely so much on the payment of claims. Pag hindi dumadating yun or late yun, magsasarado yun and we'll have more problems.
Yung cash flow nila talaga masisira.
Exactly. So, Secretary, one of the things we've been doing with Sir Ray, with CEO and the whole team, talagang in-address namin yan. And I'm happy to report po to you and to the public na we have really made great headwinds in moving forward with regards to the payment of claims to hospitals. In fact, yung two biggest hospital associations, which is PHAPI and PHA,
Yes.
both of the heads, si Dr. Rene De Grano and Dr. Santiago, have expressed their gratitude and happiness kasi sabi nila, oh, parang mas mabilis ngayon ang turnaround time and talagang nababayaran ng mga hospitals. So I'd like to say that, Sec. Larry, we have made great strides in improving our payments of claims to hospitals. So talagang in-address po namin yan, Sec. Larry. Thank you for that, Sec. Larry.
Oo,
At least
maraming
na-relay
salamat.
namin yan,
At,
no?
ngayon naman ay dumako tayo sa katanungan at merong gustong makipag-ugnayan sa atin at may katanungan. Si Miss Terry dito sa itanong mo kay Papa Sec.
平田です。
おいくつなのか60歳過ぎて私の方が若いでしょ
Papasik, paano ba i-avail namin yung PhilHealth? Katulad ko, may maintenance na. Marami akong maintenance sa sarili ko. Sa high blood, isa na yon. Sa diabetic, yung isa na yon. Paano ba namin makuha yung PhilHealth na yan? Papasik, Pat?
Okay, ang katanungan ng ating nanunood ay kung yung ang kanyang mga gamot na ginagamit, yung mga maintenance medicines niya ay kasama ba sa mga benepisyo ng PhilHealth ngayon? Ito ba ay dati nang kasama o ngayon lamang natin ini-implement?
Thank you very much, Sec. Larry. Actually, salamat sir sa tanong nyo, no? Yung konsulta program namin po, no? That's another thing we're focusing on also, no? Meron yan po mga accredited providers, no? So all over the country yan. So ang kailangan gawin lang niya, no, mag-register with an accredited provider, then he can avail of all of the services and benefits that are offered. Marami po yan, no? If I may be allowed po, so ito rin, diba? Just an example of ano pwede na avail, no? May anti-diabetic, anti-asthma, antimicrobial, anti-hypertensives, antihistamine. Ang dami po, nyo. Halos lahat po. And then we increase the number of medicines, maintenance. Talaga lahat po, very aggressive po kami, no? So ang key lang po doon, yung kailangan lang may accredited provider, no? Saka marami po yon. We can furnish a list to sir, no? And sir, going forward anytime, please feel free to call us. We have a website which we have improved substantially. Lahat po ng information, Sec. Larry, nasa
Nandoon.
website. Oh, once you go online po, nandun lahat. Kunyari, yung list ng providers, yung list ng medicines, yung list ng payment, yung mga costing, nandun lahat. So, I wanted to suggest to sir, kung may oras po kayo, di ba, i-browse nyo lang. Yan, kung may tanong pa kayo na hindi nasasagot doon, feel free to call any of us. 24/7 po, available kami. Yan yung trabaho namin, Sec. Larry.
Napakaganda ng inyong programang yan. Yan ba ay dati nang benepisyo na nakukuha sa PhilHealth o ngayon lamang ninyo naisipan na i-implement?
Well, some of them were already there. But
Oo.
like I said, in the last 2 years, we have been very, very aggressive in
Oo, kasi kung
improving the number of services and benefits offered po.
Kasi yung katanungan kanina ay nagpapakita na maraming hindi nakakaalam. So it could be that hindi pa talaga ito ini-implement dati. But ito lamang sa administrasyon ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na nagkaroon ng pagbabago sa pag-implementasyon ng mga benepisyo na yan under your leadership
Well, like I said, Sec. Larry, some of these were there, but now we are really making sure, working doubly hard,
na makakarating.
that it reaches the far-flung areas, it reaches everybody. No?
Siguro increase ninyo ang public information campaign ninyo, ano?
Actually,
If I may suggest.
Actually, Sec. Larry, I was going to mention that no, before you even mentioned it. Another shortcoming kasi of PhilHealth. Sabi nga ni Speaker Martin sa akin the other day, sabi niya, ang ganda ng ginagawa niyo sa PhilHealth, pero kung hindi umabot sa taong bayan, sayang naman, diba?
Oo nga,
Even the
oo.
other lawmakers are saying, you're doing this, you're doing that, but what if it doesn't reach? So humingi po sana kami ng tulong, Sec. Larry, na information dissemination kasi is one of our shortcomings in PhilHealth. We really need to improve that eh. So, you know, the media people, yung mga, diba? Sec. Larry, yung show nyo, ang daming nanonood. So, isipin, if you can help us alert the people or inform the people, malaking bagay po yun, malaking tulong sa amin po, Sec. Larry.
Maraming salamat. At ngayon naman ay may susunod pa na tanong para naman kay sa PhilHealth at ito ay galing kay Ray David. Oo.
Fredalin.
Fredalin. Oo. Medyo maliit.
Beses po pwedeng humingi ng tulong sa PhilHealth. Papasek, tanong ko lang po kung ilang beses po pwedeng humingi ng tulong sa PhilHealth.
Ito ay sasagutin ng ating mga panauhin. Ang katanungan ay kung ilang beses pwedeng humingi ng tulong sa PhilHealth. Kanina ay naibanggit na yung dating sa breast cancer ay 100,000 lamang
Naging
kanila
1.4
ma-avail.
million, yeah.
Ngayon ay 1.4 million na, no? Naging times 14. Oo.
Sir Clary,
So
if I
ano
may-
paano nga pala yun na kung ang katanungan ay kung ilang beses daw makaka-avail ng
To answer the question, Sir Clary, may 45-day coverage po, no? And actually, even more than that, pag talagang kunyari kailangan pa ng additional help or additional tulong, basta approach us lang, no? We are very open kasi, Sir Clary, no? Even let's say by law, ganito, ganyan. Pero pag talagang makita namin kailangan ng tulong, gagawin po namin ng paraan. Kasi utos yan ng Malacanang, talagang we have to really go all out, eh. So, it's 45
ibig
days
ko sabihin,
coverage.
in some special cases na kahit na exhaust na yung
Yes.
benefits na dapat nila matanggap, if you can see that kailangan pa rin ng
We will find a way.
tulong pa rin.
We will try to find a way.
Napakaganda. Oo.
Hindi, talagang very important yung help to our beloved President. So,
Oo.
from our end, we're doing all we can, diba? So, if you have to think outside the box, kahit like you said, kahit na-exhaust na, tutulong pa rin kami, diba? So, please feel free, no, to, salamat
Madali.
po sa managtanong.
Sa nagtanong.
Madali, no?
Oo.
And like I said, diba, our website is very useful. You can call any of us 24/7. We will pick up the phone, diba? You can write to us. Everything po, we are there. We are there. We are there to serve po.
Siguro, if I may suggest din, ang nakakalat sa buong Pilipinas sa mga health centers, siguro ay magkaroon din ng seminar na turuan yung mga nandiyan sa mga health centers para maipaliwanag din nila sa mga kababayan natin, lalo na doon sa mga malalayong probinsya, kung ano-ano pa ang mga benepisyo na kaya nilang mahingi sa PhilHealth.
That's a very good suggestion. In fact, we've already started it. We've already
Ah,
started
no.
doing that.
Oo.
And in line with that, another thing I want to mention again, with your permission, Sir Clary, no? Kasi for example, yung payments of claims, diba, we're trying to improve it. So, kunyari, may isang hospital pumunta sa amin, ba't ganito, ganyan, ganyan. Ang ginagawa po namin, we'll find out first anong region yan, and then yung regional vice president namin will bring his team. They will walk through the hospital. Ganito dapat ang proseso, dapat ganito. Kasi minsan nagkakamali yung filling out sa forms, yung pagkakolekta. So, we are there to fully serve and walk you through the whole process po.
Maraming salamat, Chief Ledesma at VP Balenya, sa oras na inyong ibinigay sa amin upang
Maraming
maipaliwanag
salamat po.
ang mga katanungan at masagot ang mga katanungan at maipaliwanag ang lahat ng mga ginagawa ng PhilHealth ngayon. Sana ay mapaunlakan niyo muli ang aming imbitasyon sakaling meron kaming mga gustong linawin sa PhilHealth.
Actually, Sir Clary, if I may, kami po ang nagpapasalamat sa inyo because like I said, anytime we have a chance to share our programs and policies, tapos sa show nyo pa, pilot episode pa, kaya maraming salamat po from kami po ni Sir Ray and in behalf of PhilHealth.
Thank you.
We are very
Thank you,
grateful
Sir
po.
Clary. Thank you.
And sana maulitin po.
Maraming salamat.